So good day guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be teaching you the interface of CorelDRAW. So stay tuned to this tutorial guys, because this tutorial will really help you as a graphics designer or as a beginner coming into the graphics design space. So stay tuned in this tutorial, and if this video is really helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more videos. So coming to my screen here, so this is how when you open your CorelDRAW, because I'm actually using X7, so this is how my interface looks like. So but there are some other CorelDRAW versions that you can actually use, but for the sake of this tutorial I'll be using CorelDRAW X7 64-bit. So this, you see this panel here, create a new document. So now we name the document design course. So we have the present destination, which is the custom. So when you click on the custom, you have to leave this one as custom. So you go to the size. Now your size is depending on what you want to design. So let's imagine you want to design a flyer for a client. So if you want to design a flyer, you'll be choosing A5 for your flyer. You can also choose A4. If it's envelope size you want, you can choose the size as far as what you want to design is the same as the size you want to use. So for the sake of this tutorial, I'll be using pixels. So we'll be using 2000 pixels by 2000 pixels. Yeah, so mind you, if you come here, you can change it to inches, millimeters, pickers, points, pixels, throws, dots, feet, yards, miles, centimeters. So you have different measurements in CorelDRAW. So coming here, you have the width and the height. Okay, the height should be 2000, so it will be same as the 2000 pixels. Okay, so number of pages, we just need one number of page, and our primary color is RGB. So we have RGB and CMYK. So if you are designing an e-flyer or an online flyer which you are not printing, so it's advisable for you to use RGB. But if you are actually designing what will actually be printed by a printer, so it's advisable for you to use CMYK. So because this tutorial we are not printing the any design, or so we'll not be using CMYK, we'll be using RGB. Okay, so our rendering resolution, it can still be 300 is okay. So when you click on it, so you come over here, 100%, you put it to page. So you can see we've actually set up our CorelDRAW workspace. So now the first thing you have to do, because if you click on it, you see it's not interactable. So the first thing you have to do is double click on this rectangle tool. So when you double click on the rectangle tool, you see it's actually, if you click on it, you see you can actually interact with the workspace now. Okay, so coming to my upper side, you see we have the file. So this file, there's a lot of things you can actually do with your file. So you have the new from templates, open, recent, close. So if you want to open a new file, or you want to open a new document, or you want to design another document, you can just use Ctrl+N, that is a shortcut, or you can just click on new and it automatically open another file you can work on. So, and if you want to work with a template, you can also click on new from templates. So if you want to close your file, you can come here and close your file. If you want to save the file you are designing on, you can come here to save the file you're designing on. And you want to save the name of the file, what you want the name of the file to be, you can come to save as. So there's a lot of things you can actually do in this file. Okay, so we also have other tools. So we have the edit. So we have let's go to this edit. So you see undo create, that's Ctrl+Z. So now when you're designing and you actually did a mistake, or you want to go back to where you were before, so if you just click on Ctrl+Z, so it will undo the mistake you've done, so it will go back to where you want to be. So we have the layout, we have objects, we have effects, we have bitmap, we have the text, you want to edit your text, we have tables, we have tools, we have windows and help. So now, coming to my left hand side, so the first tool you see here is the shape tool. No, sorry, it's the pick tool. So this pick tool is one of the tools you'll be using in CorelDRAW. So this pick tool, you see, when you click on pick tool, you can actually select and control your elements in CorelDRAW. So when you click on this shape tool, you see, when you click on this shape tool, you can actually customize what you've selected. So now, the next tool we have is the crop tool. This third tool here is the crop tool. So what is actually the job of the crop tool? So for example, let's draw a rectangle and let's give it the fill of black, and let's just write something inside. Let's just write some design course. So you can see it's actually show it. It's just because it's a black font. So just change it to white. Can also change the text here to impact. So as you can see, so now if we use our crop tool, let's say we want to just crop out a particular place in our design. We want to crop out something from our design. So when you just drag with your mouse and drag it down, so you can also edit it. You can just edit it what you want to be cropped out. So you can just edit it. So when you are done, so just click on your enter button in your keyboard. So when you click on it, you see we've actually cut out the space we don't want. So now the next tool we have is our zoom tool. The shortcut of zoom tool is Z. So it's change the magnification level of the document window. So when you click on this, now you see it's showing a plus. So if you right click on the design course, you see it has actually magnified this particular object. So if you left click, you see that is minus. So left click is actually reducing it, while right click is actually increasing it. Okay, so now the next tool is the freehand tools. So first one, freehand. If you click on it, you see you can use it to just draw any different irregular shape of your choice, any different irregular line of your choice, any different irregular line. So coming there, you see we have another tool, which is the 2-point line. So this 2-point line majorly used to draw a straight line. Yes, draw a straight line in your design. So if you click on it, you see you can actually use it to draw a straight line. You see, you can use it to draw a straight line in your design. Okay, so now the next tool is the bezier tool. So you can also use this tool. You see, you can use to draw curvy aspect of your design. You see, can use to draw curvy aspect of your design. You can use to sketch different things you want to sketch. So now the third tool is our pen tool. Our pen tool is one of the major tools a graphics designer use. So if you click on this, you see, drag, right click, drag, right click. You can use to trace out shapes. You can use to draw anything you want to draw. So all these tools I just mentioned are drawing tools. They are just drawing tools. So if when you are actually doing what you want to do, you can just double click. So when you double click, it will actually stop it. So you pick your pick tool again. So the next tool here, we have the pick spline. So I'm teaching you the major tools you'll be using, because there are some tools in CorelDRAW that you will not actually use. So now one of the tools we use majorly using is your 3-point curve. So when you click on your 3-point curve, you see if you drag a straight line, you can actually curve the line. Okay, now let's do something. So when you right click on it and leave it, you take your pick tool. Now if you take your shape tool, if you click on this particular aspect, you see there's 2 triangle popping up. You see if you click it down, you see you can actually use this to create a spiral design. You see you can actually use this to create a spiral design. Okay, let's just say we want to add a fill to this. So the first thing you do is just come here, pick this smart fill tool. Where you pick it, click on it, you see, and come to your color palette. You see you can just pick any random color of your choice. So that is one of the way we can actually use 3-point line in our design. So what again, we have artistic media tool. This is just like a normal brush you can just use to draw. Most of these are drawing tools. You can just try them out and use them to draw. So now coming to our shape tool, we have the rectangle. If you want to draw a rectangle in your design, you want to draw a rectangle, you can just draw a rectangle. You can even change the corner radius of a rectangle. You see, you can change the corner radius when you click on your shape tool. You can actually change the corner radius of your design. So, and you also have the 3-point ellipse. So coming here, we have different shapes you can use in your design. You have different shapes you can use in your design. So you have the polygon, the star, complete star, graph paper, spiral, basic shapes, arrow shapes, flowchart shapes, banner shapes, and callout shapes. So when you just start your design, you can start exploring these two, because to be very honest with you, no instructor will be able to actually teach you on how to use all the tools in CorelDRAW. So the more you practice, the more you get better in designing. Okay, so one of the major tool again is our text tool. So our text tool, when you click on the text tool and come here, you can actually write anything of your choice. You can actually write anything of your choice. You can just write any random text or any text you want to be in your design, and you can use your pick tool to select on any shape to be able to move the shape from one point to another. So now one major tool again is the drop shadow tool. So now let's give this shape a color. Let's give it blue, and let's use the drop shadow for it. So when you click on drop shadow, you can see we actually have a shadow in our design. You see, adding shadow effect to our design. So it's just like adding shadow effect to your design or any design you're doing, just like adding shadow effect to the design. Okay, so let's pick our pick tool, and what again? Okay, we have the transparency tool. Okay, so now let's just draw a box and see how the transparency tool works. Okay, so let's give it the green fill. So the transparency tool, when you click on transparency tool and you come up here, you see we have different sections. We have the uniform transparency, we have the fountain transparency, and we have the vector pattern transparency. So majorly as a designer, you'll be using the uniform transparency and the fountain transparency. So the uniform transparency actually makes all the color, all the item in the shape to be transparent at once. You see, just want to reduce it. So if we're reducing it, this is increasing the transparency, and if we reduce it or take it to 0, that is a normal neutral color of the shape. So now let's use uniform transparency. So once you use the uniform transparency, you can see there's a difference in the design. You see, in case you are designing and you want to add a transparency that underneath of the shape you are using will be like this. So transparency tool is actually the best for that. Okay, so one major tool again we'll be actually using in this course is our eyedropper. Okay, So now let's pick two shapes. Let's draw two shapes as an example for our eyedropper. So now let's give this shape color blue. So I want to explain how eyedropper actually works. So when you click on this, now let's imagine you want to give the other object or another design you're working on the particular color that you've worked on before. So you just come to your eyedropper, click on your eyedropper, click on this color. So when you click on this color, go to the particular shape or the particular object you want to add your color to. So just right click. So you can actually see we've collected the color, we've eyedropped the color from this particular shape to this shape. So now, for example, let's click on this shape. Let's pick our eyedropper 2 and let's change it to green. So we can just come here and copy the color green and click on this. You see it actually changed. So that is the major power of transparency tool. Okay, so the last tool here is actually the smart fit tool. So the smart fit tool is a very delicate tool graphics designer usually use. Okay, so now let's go back to our workspace. So let's go back to our workspace, and don't forget, as a graphic designer, you have to know how to visualize your design. Now you have to know how to design what is going to be very acceptable. What is going to be very acceptable by your stakeholders or by the people employing you to do your design. So let's go on. Come here, so you can see the smart fit tool. So when you click on the smart fit tool, so anywhere you have a border that is any closed space, you can see you have a square here. You click on it, you see anywhere there's a closed space and you click on your smart tool, click on it, you can actually see that it actually covers this aspect, and you can add colors to it. You can add color to it. You can add it to white, you can add it to red, you can add it to blue. You can even come down here, click on this. You have clicked on this, it's actually loading. See, you can change the color aspect, you can change it. You can change it anyhow you want the color to be. Anyhow you want the color to be. Okay, so there are different things you can also explore in CorelDRAW. Like you can also explore the mirror horizontally, and you can also explore the mirror vertically. So for the sake of this video, so I will be stopping here for the sake of this video. So guys, I'll be creating more videos on graphics design. I'll be creating more videos. So this video is just like the introduction, just like the interface on how the interface work. So going deep down, when I'll be creating more videos, I'll be creating more videos on how you can actually start designing. Yes, as a graphics designer, you have to be able to design things that your stakeholders will be really happy about, or things that your clients will be really happy about. So I'll be designing different designs. So we'll be designing banners, we'll be designing thumbnails, we'll be designing e-flyers, we'll be designing different types of copies, designing different things. So just stay tuned to this channel, guys. If this video was really helpful, please like and subscribe to this channel, so it will actually help me and help you, so you'll be able to see my videos anytime I post. Thank you guys. Good day.